Hi, in this video I'm going to talk about the advantage and disadvantage of immigration. Well, one advantage of immigration, especially for young children, for young immigrants, is that the educational system in many developed countries, such as the United States, is in many ways better than in developing countries. For instance, young immigrants take classes in their own language while they learn English and assimilate the culture. Another advantage is that if you live in a state like New York or New Jersey, you get to know a lot of people from many different countries and many different cultures. This enrich your life because you learn to appreciate the diversity um, of the of the people that are your neighbors or your classmates. But you also learn to rediscover your own culture, and because of course, yeah, like our culture is also wonderful. On the other hand, we have the disadvantages, and I think the one disadvantage I found is that uh, immigrants can be exploited for their cheap labor, and sometimes employers take advantage of the situation, like when the immigrant doesn't know the language, doesn't know the culture, and their legal status are all messed up, and these employers take advantage and try to exploit them. Um, but one problem that I find here, one disadvantage that immigrants face, is that the language barrier, because being able to communicate or not affects every area in your life: job, social social life, or school. And is this can make the immigrants feel terrible about themselves, maybe low self-esteem or something. Another disadvantage is that a lot of people don't have access to services, to public services, such as healthcare, legal advice, or another kind of help. Like, for instance, young immigrants who have achieved their high school diploma, they feel frustrated because they know that they won't be able to apply for the college, since the financial aid will be denied for them because of the papers. Also, they won't be able, people that are illegally there, young immigrants, won't be able to get driver's license. This is really terrible, a really terrible situation for them. As you can see, there is a lot of advantage and disadvantage. I just quoted some of them here, but I must also say that the ones that the immigrants that have crossed the border and illegally to the United States, they live under constant fear of deportation and suffer discrimination in many different ways. Thank you.